Whew. Wow. Hi, guys. It's another day in a tropical paradise. Wow. Today is the 11th of May, 2024, and I'm here clocking in my workout chronicles. Wow. I did an extra lap today that I've not done. I started with one lap, went on to 1.5, went on to 2 and 3, and stalled at 3 for a while, then pushed on to 4. And today I pushed on to 5 laps. I feel the better for it, not the worse. Hey, Bam. Bam. Come on, Bam. You want to say hi to the guys? Come on. Come on. Come on, Bam. You're playing with your rope now. You're not interested. Bambina. Come on. Come on. Come on, say hi to the guys. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bambi. Bambi's not in the mood. I made her do an extra lap today, so she doesn't want to come here to say hi to you guys. But it's a good one. Weather is a bit cloudy. Does look as if it's going to rain or it's raining somewhere. Just to put in yesterday, I had my driver go run an errand, and on his way back, he had a run-in with the federal road safety guys. And according to his account, they said he ran a light, a red light, I don't know. He ran a light, and they drove and they came to him and all of that. And he had discussions and all of that with them. And I think he didn't probably accept to give them his driver's license, because that's what they usually do. They pounce on you, and they either confiscate your driver's license, your original driver's license, or they confiscate the car particulars. And so they unscrewed the plate number. They took off the plate number of my car and zoomed off with it. So right now I have just one plate number, not two. It's a sad occurrence in this country called Nigeria, honestly, because I faintly remember the setting up of the federal road safety. I didn't want to talk about them today, but I just thought about it. I should say something. That's not really what I want to talk about today. They were set up, and I think the sole purpose was to curb the high accident rates on our highways in the country. Highways. You don't go to the highways today and you see the federal road safety officials on the highways. They are abysmal. They are not there on the highways. And that, I believe, is their primary core. Their primary goal, aim, objective is to be on the highways to curb accidents, fatal, deadly accidents. I just read in the news the other day that one of our great footballers, Tijani Babangida, lost his brother. And I believe his wife was also in that accident, probably critically injured. And I think that happened on the highway. And if they were to analyze the data, they would know that most of the accidents happen in the highway. Most of the fatalities happen on the highways. And they're not on the highways, monitoring the highways. Rather, they're within the city, the roads, the inroads within the cities and the towns, harassing Nigerians, harassing them to see their paperwork, to see if your paperwork, your license is in order or not, and all kinds of things that I believe are not within their remit. It's a sad commentary. And the number of times, people have to pay them off to get off the hook, to not let them impound or confiscate their car to their car pounds. Road Safety and VIO, they are two of the most dreadful organizations operating within the cities and just making life completely uncomfortable and difficult for citizens. The federal call marshal, what happened? What happened to the speed limiters? They were supposed to put speed limiters in commercial vehicles. What happened to that project? It's taking like forever. They're supposed to have done this. What happened to the project? You ask them, they'll tell you long-winded stories. Ain't you supposed to have a speed limiter in every commercial vehicle in this country? Shouldn't you post officers to all the parks around the country? So they have breath analyzers, and they make sure that none of the drivers are intoxicated before they get behind the steerings. All that should be what you should be interested in. Saving lives. I was not there. I don't know what happened, but I just believe that they've veered off their mandate. Anyways, that's just that. So right now I have just one plate number. I don't have a second one. They zoomed off. He doesn't know which office they went to, where to track it down, where to look for it. No idea. That's Nigeria for you. You wake up and there's something that's going to be out there to frustrate your day. Anyways, basically I'm just coming back to the topic of about 3 or 4 days ago I talked about the drug abuse and all that problem. It must have been from my lips to God's ears, or from my lips to the Senate's ears, because I heard they had some sit-ins and they were debating about penalizing drug traffickers. And I think they're trying to put a death sentence for all drug traffickers. That's a weighty one to chew on, the death penalty. Because I do know that in Nigeria, there's a death penalty, but it's not, they give people death penalties, but no governor in the country wants to sign off on a death penalty sentence. And for execution, there are no executions. Not to say anybody wants execution, but why have a penalty and give people death penalty and keep them in perpetual anticipation of death that never comes? So why not just cancel the death penalty? Because they don't sign the execution bills. People don't get executed for those on the death penalty roll. Personally, I just think that death penalty should just be abolished. Because right now in Nigeria, it's not been executed. So now they want a bill that says that if you're a drug trafficker, you're going to get a death penalty. The one that bothers me is the one that the drug users would now have a prison sentence of, I think, 5 years or something they're proposing. That's not right. And those that followed me on that episode I talked about rehabilitation being the most critical part of the NDLEA job, that they needed to split it up. Rehabilitation is very critical because that's where the main focus and effort should be on, is on rehabilitation. You don't criminalize addiction. Addiction is something you don't criminalize addiction. America has done it for decades. They've thrown a number of African Americans behind bars for drug use. And today they've come around to the knowledge that it doesn't work. You don't criminalize addiction. You look for a way to treat addicts, not criminalize it. And I heard a senator saying, yes, we're going to put them behind bars. So if they don't get the drugs in 1 year, 2 years, the addiction is going to be resolved. Excuse me? Where did he get that line of thought from? Where did he get that train of thought from? Where exactly? Pray tell. You don't criminalize addiction. You might as well criminalize all the alcoholics. Throw them behind crumbling prisons in Nigeria, that when it rains, the walls collapse, like the wall of Jericho. I hope somebody tags the Senate president with this. And tag your senator. Tag your senator. You should be able to communicate. Every district has a senator. There are, I think, 3 senatorial districts per state in Nigeria. So use this video and tag your senator, not to criminalize drug users, addicts. They need help. They need rehabilitation. They don't need prison time. We don't even have the prisons to contain even hardened criminals, talk less of drug addicts. The lawmakers just make law. They should take a trip round all the prisons in Nigeria and go see the facilities and the state, the crumbling state of this infrastructure before they start talking about throwing drug users into prison. That's just it for me today. I'm just stumped with some of the things you hear out there in Nigeria. So anyway, today is a Saturday, the 11th of May, 2024. This is Eudora Kelly. And Bambi is not in the mood. She's tired. Okay, that's all. Signing off for today. Hope you have a fantastic and a great weekend, and make the best use of it.